I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Your screen time in 2025 was way too high for someone destined for greatness. Yeah, I said it. It's time to say goodbye to brain rot content and start consuming brain growth. And this is where you'll find it. Today, I'm going to be giving you 5 recommendations of the best books I've ever read in my life that have changed my way of thinking and navigating my way through life as a young leader trying to navigate herself in life. Starting off strong with Vika Tivu's Empowered. Now, if you know me, you know that I love Vika Tivu and I've been following her for years now. Just know it's been years, and this book has absolutely helped me navigate my life as a young climate change leader. One of the key things that I learned that I apply from this book is rejection is simply redirection. You know, it's easy to see on social media when I post my wins, but trust me, there's a lot of losses when it comes to trying to get into fellowships and trying to broaden your portfolio, like when you're trying to make impact, when you're trying to make a tangible impact. I have received so many rejections from grants and fellowships, and at first I let that get to my head and I'm like, oh, I'm not worth it, like I didn't think I was enough. But when I read this book, I absolutely understood that rejection is just redirection, and go on to the next one. If that doesn't work, the next one will probably work. Okay, it's like a lottery in this life, to be honest. You have to bet on yourself, and this book is absolutely that. It teaches you to bet on yourself, teaches you to get over imposter syndrome, like, oh, I'm not good enough, someone else should be here. Nope, if you're there, you're supposed to be there. And again, like she really gets deep into her personal life and how she was able to just navigate the negativity and transform her sour lemons and make it into lemonade. So I love Vika TV, and I absolutely would recommend that you read this for a mindset change. And if you feel like you absolutely can't do it, this is for you. This is for you. It's really cute. Also, I love the way that it's written and how she has like pages um of these little quotes of hers. This one says, I'm a firm believer in the classic mantra that success is when opportunity meets preparation. Huh? And this video, it's about preparation. Success will meet preparation. When you read these books, you're preparing yourself for the higher grounds that you're meant to be in. Okay, you cannot be a leader or an advocate for education for the young girlies when you yourself don't read. Huh? Opportunity meets preparation. Prepare. Read articles. Read the policies. Read. Period. Okay? Yeah. The next book I'm gonna recommend for you is The Black Girl Guide to Financial Freedom. Now, this book made me realize that some of the things that I want are just wants and they're not needs. Now, I know that we know this from business studies or economics and whatnot, but it's just very, very, very practical. It's very practical because, okay, every young person now wants a car, but then like there's a lot that comes with the car. The car in itself is expensive, and if you're buying it on credit, then it's like, oh, you know, you're stuck with the credit for the next couple of years, and it's like, did you really need it? You need to repair, you need insurance, you need a lot of things for a car. Now, I'm not that I'm saying that don't get a car, but I'm saying it taught me that there are needs and there are wants, and you could very well use that money, save that money, and invest it in something bigger and better. And this book teaches exactly that. It teaches how to save and how to invest wisely. And what I love more about this book is that it comes with worksheets. Okay, so like you actually bring it into practicality how you're going to strategize and work with your finances. We need to build generational wealth over here. praying and working on that. So, like I said, it comes with worksheets, and I'm just gonna find like uh so this one is saying putting this chapter into action. Yeah, of course. Think about how to live life without a car. What are some ways you could get around your city without one? If you own a car, how much is it currently costing you? Add up the monthly payment, insurance, gas, parking, plus estimates for repairs, inspections, and registration, and see how much it actually costs you to have a car. And like, if it's necessary, yeah, if the investment is really necessary for you, go ahead. But if it's not, then just shy away from it. The same applies to other things, like luxury things, like wanting the latest iPhone and the latest fashion trends and all that. At the end of the day, it's just trends. Some of these things are just like consumerism, and you need to really be wise when you're spending your money, because you could spend it on property investment, save. This book will actually open you up to ways you can save money. That's 2 down. The third book is Atomic Habits. Now, this book is absolutely awesome. It is great. Oh my god. You really need to read Atomic Habits if you're trying to change your ways in 2026 and become more productive. You need to read Atomic Habits, because Atomic Habits taught me how to habit stack and how to make sure that I change my habits. Now, the thing is, habits are like strongly engraved in your mind, and the moment that you cautiously try to change them is when like you will be able to change them. Example, like if you're used to just waking up in the morning and making your bed, that's already a habit in itself. Now, if you want to read your Bible or pray just after making your bed, now you can add it. That's what habit stacking is. So basically, it's adding a new habit on top of an old habit so that you can create a better habit. And like, again, if your habit was waking up, make your bed on your phone, you can replace that. You can replace that TikTok doom scrolling that literally drains the life out of you in the morning, and you're no longer productive for that day. You can replace TikTok with reading a book. And it actually there's actually sciences behind this. It's like cue something response, because your brain automatically responds to a cue, like how you're used to just waking up, making the bed. Like, habits are engraved in your brain, and so it brings up very practical ways for you to create new habits, to create better habits. I highly recommend that you read it for yourself, because wow, 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 wow. Wow. And they even have worksheets online, and I've signed up to the worksheets online. And again, me and Atomic Habits go together real bad. You should read the book. The next book is Educated. Now, this is not your typical step-by-step so it's not your typical step-by-step to growth, but I think it really helped me change my perspective and how education is an absolute privilege. It's a privilege. It's a young woman by the name of Tara Westover, who was born and raised in Mormonism. Yeah, like, her parents didn't believe in the government, didn't believe in the public hospitals, none of that. They were like very traditional. It was a very traditional family, and they were not allowed to go to school. They were raised in a very traditional manner, basically. And when she started going to school, she started gaining her freedom and stuff. And like, this book had me very upset with her dad, upset with people in her family, basically, for just like watching as life was happening to her. And read it for you so that you get an idea, because like, I read it a couple of years ago, but I still I love this book. It broke my heart and it healed me and it helped me to realize that I have the privilege to learn. Why don't I take that privilege? Huh? It's a privilege to be in high school. It's a privilege to go to university. Matter of fact, I want to get a PhD. In what? I don't know. But because of this book, I am highly, highly addicted to getting a higher education, the highest form of education. I want to be disgustingly educated. Now, Tara Westover grew preparing for the end of days, watching for the sun to darken, for the moon to drip as if with blood. She spent her summers bottling peaches and her winters rotating emergency supplies, hoping that when the world of men failed, her family would continue on unaffected. She hadn't been registered for a birth certificate. Can you believe it? She'd had no school records because she'd never set foot in a classroom, and no medical records because her father didn't believe in doctors and hospitals. According to the state and federal government, she didn't exist. As she grew older, her father became more radical and her brother more violent. At 16, Tara decided to educate herself. Her struggle for knowledge would take her far from Idaho mountains, over oceans, and across continents to Harvard and Cambridge. Only then would she wonder if she'd traveled too far, if there was still a way home. Educated is an account of the struggle for self invention. It is a tale of fierce family loyalty and the grief that comes with serving the closest of ties, with the accurate insight that distinguishes all great writers from her singular experience. Westover has crafted a universal coming of age story that gets to the heart of what an education is and what it offers, the perspective to see one's life through new eyes and the will to change it. I love this book. You should get it. Please get it. And lastly, my very, very favorite book, the Bible. My heart actually just felt calm now after, the Bible has really impacted my life, like really and truly. It has practically it has taught me to love my neighbor. I know it sounds cliche, but it has taught me to love unselfishly, unconditionally. It has taught me to be more forgiving. It has taught me the principles of respect. Like, I don't know, I don't even know how to even start. Where do we even start? Okay, because the book of if we start with the book of Proverbs, yeah, I'm gonna just do a couple of books in the Bible. The book of Proverbs is basically your your rich dad, poor dad, or some sort of like self-help book written by a rich person telling you how to become rich, because it is written by King Solomon, who is known to have been the richest man in his day. And I don't think there's anyone who's ever been as rich as King Solomon. And he basically teaches the principalities of the principles of being rich. Okay, that's self-help number one. Psalms. I love Psalms because it it is worship, and it teaches about how to have a relationship with God. Okay, not how, but it teaches like a relationship with God. King David is always crying, rejoicing, and crying out to the Lord about what's going on in his life. And it's just like it's a very personal and intimate relationship. And I have learned to take those prayers and songs that King David has written, and I've like used it in my own personal life. Like, God, ABC's happening. Can you please just help me out with this? Like, that book is incredible. Okay. Like, if you thought her relationship with God was ever far from you, it's not. It's really not. It just comes from a place of being honest and vulnerable with God. Like, God, I need you to help me. Like, you just be honest and surrendering your heart unto God is what Psalms taught me. Also, very much absolutely in awe of just how Jesus came into the world because he loved us. I mean, what more? But yeah, that's what it taught me. And I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about the Bible and how it has changed my life. But I really recommend that you read it and have a personal relationship with God. Now, I really hope that you enjoy these books, and let me know if you want to know more. If you want me to recommend you guys with more books, and let me know which books you have read from this batch, which books you have read, and which ones you want me to read also, because in 2026 I too want to read more. My screen time was also too high for me, for my liking, so I want to change that. I want to get rid of brain rot content and I want to focus and absolutely lock in, because what, 2026 is the year of locking in, and we're doing just that. And you need to be journaling in 2026 as well, okay? Yeah. All right. My name is Charmaine, by the way, but my friends call me Shumi. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.